Krishnadasa Prabhum Tata Janavatar Chaitanya Leela Vistar Karino Nityananda Prabja Karunadena Bhushito Yatta Chano Burachincho Vavande Vyasarupino Shri Guru Gargandharva Govindascha Ganai Saha Jayanti Patakascha Sarvesham Karunartino. Okay, so let's see where we are. Continuing with Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita. Okay, so we finished on this point the other day that there's some gradation of rasa, there's some gradation in the relationships that devotees have with the Lord, and so there's this phrase which we discussed, tatasta vichar, which means from the point of impartial analysis, then one will assess, oh, this relationship is higher than that relationship. And from that perspective, one will see that Madhura Ras, the conjugal relationship with Krishna, that is the highest, that is supreme. However, at the same time, Srila Kaviraj Goswami makes this point here that every devotee, no matter what their rasa is, they are very satisfied. They are very happy. Nobody's feeling, oh, I got a bad bargain here. I have something less. Every devotee, whether they're in Shantaras or they're in Dasya, Sakya, they're all feeling. They may be able to see in an impartial way, this relationship is higher than mine, but at the same time, they don't want to change. They're very happy where they are. This is what we were saying. This is the nature of the absolute. It is so fulfilling. Any touch of it is completely fulfilling. Whatever experience you have of that higher plane, one will feel fully satisfied by that. It is the nature of the infinite, as we were discussing last. So to have a touch of the infinite, that is an infinite experience, actually. Even if it is just a small touch, it is still the infinite, and you will feel infinitely satisfied and fulfilled by that. Okay, so we'll continue. Tatashta hoya mane vichar jadi kori, sabarasa hoite shingare adik maduri. But if we compare the sentiments in an impartial mood, we find that the conjugal sentiment is superior to all others in sweetness. And now a quotation from Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu. Yato taram so swada vishesho lasamayapi ratirvasanaya swadvi basate kapi kasyachit. Increasing love is experienced in various tastes, one above another. But that love which has the highest taste in the gradual succession of desire manifests itself in the form of conjugal love. Ataiva madhurdas kohitarnam swakya parakya vave dviveda samstam. Therefore I call it Madhura Ras. It has two further divisions, namely wedded and unwedded love. So the Sanskrit Swakya and Parakya. And Swakya is in that mood of like a legal relationship, and Parakya means an illegal relationship, the paramour. And according to the science of rasa, the Parakya relationship, that mood of paramour, a secret lover, that has the highest position. And it's interesting because, Gurudev, he phrased it in this way once, like, what is the lowest thing in this world is the highest thing in that world. It has a very, a very, what's the word? In this world, such a relationship, it is very condemnable. But in, this world is like a perverted reflection of that higher plane. So everything that's found there is here, but in a twisted way, in an ugly way. Tinged. Why? Because it's tinged or colored by the spirit of exploitation, by the spirit of selfish interest. But in that divine plane where nothing bad can exist, where everything is based on the spirit of dedication and sacrifice, that relationship has the highest position. It is the most supreme position. And why? Because, and as we mentioned the other day, actually it's not that there's anything illegal there. It is just Yoga Maya is imbuing the devotees there with that sentiment. Actually, Krishna's their only husband, Krishna's their only lover. But Yoga Maya is giving them this sentiment in order to increase the exchange of love, increase the intensity of love. And so it is that Parakiya Madhura Ras, which Mahaprabhu celebrates and holds as the highest, most highest relationship to be aspired for, to have some connection with, some service to. And also we were discussing this recently in Australia, and these are very high topics, of course, but now and again we're discussing them because we need to know where our gurus are taking us, what is this ideal that will also increase our hankering and our faith. But Srila Sridhar Maharaj has also made this point that the Parakiya mood, it's not only in Madhura Ras, but it's actually pervading all of the relationships in Vrindavan. Normally we think of Parakiya as in that relationship, but it is also existing. That mood is tinged, all of the relationships are tinged by that mood. So Yashoda, Krishna's mother Yashoda, she's thinking, oh, Krishna's my son, but at the same time I'm hearing that Devaki is really his mother. And at any moment, Devaki can come and make her rightful claim and take him away. And Krishna's cowherd boyfriends, they're thinking, oh, Krishna's our very good friend, we're playing with him, wrestling with him. But we're also hearing that he's not really one of us. He's really a Mathura boy. And he has so many friends over there in Mathura. He's not completely ours. So that feeling, it intensifies thinking that you could lose somebody that you love. It intensifies that loving relationship. Parakya bhave atiraserulas brajavina ihar nyachana hivas. There is a great increase of mellow in the unwedded conjugal mood. Such love is found nowhere but in Braja. Rajavadu ganare bhav niravadi tarmaje shinadhai bhaveravadi. This mood is unbounded in the damsels of Braja, but among them it finds its perfection in Shri Radha. Prodha nirmal bhav prem sarvotam Krishna madhurya saswad karan. Her pure, mature love surpasses that of all the others. Her love is the cause of Lord Krishna's tasting the sweetness of the conjugal relationship. Ataiva seva vangi kara kori sadile nijavansha gauranga Shri Hari. Therefore Lord Gauranga, who is Shri Hari himself, accepted the sentiments of Radha and thus fulfilled his own desires. So remember, this chapter is elaborating upon this verse, explaining that internal reason of Mahaprabhu for descending to this world, which is to taste the mood of Radharani. This is the subject matter of this chapter. And now we have a couple quotations from these Chaitanyashtaks of Rupa Goswami. So these two, the first one is from the one that Gurudev, we would hear him quote, and the other one, not so much. Sureshanam durgam gatir atishayeno panishadam muninam sarvaswam pranata patalinam madorima Viniryasa premno nikilapashu palambuja drisham sa chaitanya kimme punar pijashur yasyati padam. Lord Chaitanya is the shelter of the demigods, the goal of the Upanishads, the be-all and end-all of the great sages, the beautiful shelter of his devotees, and the essence of the love of the lotus-eyed gopis. Will he again be the object of my vision? Lord Chaitanya is the shelter of the demigods, the goal of the Upanishads, the be-all and end-all of the great sages, the beautiful shelter of his devotees, and the essence of the love of the lotus-eyed gopis. Will he again be the object of my vision? Apadam kasyapi pranayi jana vrindasya kutuki rasa stomam hritva madhuram upabogdam kamapiya lucham samavavre dutim iha tadiyam prakatayam sa devas chaitanya kritir atitanam na kripayatu. Lord Krishna desired to taste the limitless nectarian mellows of the love of one of his multitude of loving damsels, Sri Radha, and so he has assumed the form of Lord Chaitanya. He has tasted that love while hiding his own dark complexion with her effulgent yellow color. May that Lord Chaitanya confer upon us his grace. So this translation, it's like a very polite translation. But actually what the Sanskrit is saying is Krishna stole from her. And it's also in the word for word, this word hritva. He you know, Krishna is a thief, and this is the ultimate thievery. Stealing her heart, that's actually what it says. And Srila Sridhar Maharaj, he said in one place, like, he plundered her heart, actually. Plundered the wealth of her heart. And Srila Sridhar Maharaj mentions this in his Gaura Saraswat Arati. Radha rasa choyo swada rahasya payas niraki prafula radha mukhe mandahas. That Radharani, she's like observing this going on and smiling. Observing Krishna's like wanting this. And then what's the next line? Radha rasa choyo swada rahasya payas niraki prafula radha mukhe mandahas. Yeah, I mean, this is amazing, these verses. Because this word here, rahasya, Radha rasa choyo, wanting to taste the rasa, this rahasya, prayas means like an attempt, an endeavor, and rahasya means it's I mean, the way I normally understand it is like hidden, like rahasya. That's how I would say it. Rahasya prayas, like Krishna's, like kind of backward hidden stealing of Radharani's heart, you know. But we heard there was one discussion. So Niraki Prafula Radha Mukhem. Radharani's pleased. See, she's watching this and she's feeling some satisfaction about this and she's smiling. But I heard there was some, we heard from Jagi Maharaj, there was some, when this translation was being made, there was some debate about this word rahasya. It was between Sagar Maharaj and Deva Moy. And Deva Moy, she's an Indian lady, but she lived in California, but she passed away a few years ago. But she was also very scholarly. But there was some argument between Sagar Maharaj and Deva Moy about what the meaning here was of this word. And I think one of them was saying hidden, and the other was saying it means mystical, or something like that. And they brought it to Gurudev, and Gurudev, his answer was something like Like he said, I'm not an Englishman. I can't tell you what's the proper word, but I can tell you that this is what it means. That Krishna came before Radharani, and he didn't ask her, but at the same time he didn't exactly not ask her, because he came before her, and then he went to take her heart. Like something like this. Like, hello, I'm going to take this from you. Like, nothing like that. And Radharani is pleased. I mean, this is like the perfection of servitorship, actually, that your devotion is so valuable that the person you're offering the devotion to wants to take your devotion from you to experience for themselves. So there's some supremacy there. There's some... It's putting Srimati Radharani in this position of supremacy, that she has something so desirable, Krishna wants to take it from her. And then that is also expressed in the next verse. Madhye rahi bamshirave goshe bamshidar. That in the middle is the flute player, Krishna, and he's declaring. So the flute player is Krishna, right? In our altar, you have, Mahaprabhu, Krishna, Radharani, right? Or no, Mahaprabhu's here on the right. Well, our left. Okay, I'm getting confused. Let's look at a photograph.
He's on the left. Krishna's in the
Krishna's in the middle. And so they're on our left. Mahaprabhu's on our left. Here. And one thing that's really significant, and this is also mentioned in Srila Sridhar Maharaj's song, is that, because traditionally in the Vedic culture, someone who is your senior, you'll put on your right side. And a more senior person will put someone junior will be seated to the left of the more senior person. So like traditionally, like in public programs like in Navadvip, like the chairs would be arranged like with the sannyasis, both senior would be he would have everyone else on his left, like that. And you put your right to the more respectable person. So this is significant in the way that our altar is arranged, because Mahaprabhu is in the most senior position. He has Krishna and Radharani on his left, so that's also significant. And Srila Sridhar Maharaj, then Srila Sridhar Maharaj in the verse, Radha Bhava Kanti Angi Kori Balo Mate Dakine Asana Rasa Garima Dekate. So Krishna is taking the bhav and kanti, the mood, the heart, and the halo of Radharani. And then dakine asana, dakine means on the right side. And then he's seated on the right side, garima dekat, to show his glory, to show like I'm in the superior, I'm the best, And why? Because of Radharani. So then in that verse I was reading, Majerahi Bamshirave Goshe Bamshirave. So in the middle is the flute player, and he's declaring Radhara Sampadayami Gaurangas. In the Sampad means wealth. So Radhara Sampad, in the wealth of my Radha, Ami Gauranga Sundar. I am Gauranga Sundar. When I'm like enriched, Radha Bhava Juti Suvolitam Naumi Krishna's. When I am enriched, enhanced by the wealth of my Radha, then I become Mahaprabhu. Then I become something more. I become plus. I mean, this Arati song, Gurudev called this Arati song the supreme Arati song. It is incredible, this Arati song. It's so perfect. This is original wealth coming from the heart of Srila Sridhar Maharaj. This wasn't, Bhaktivinoda Thakur didn't give this. Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur didn't give this. And it has its necessity, that form of worship of Radha Krishna Mahaprabhu, that specific Arati for that expression of divinity, that had not been given. This is like something so necessary that came from the heart of Srila Sridhar Maharaj. Like this is like in terms of like the history, like if you're mapping the history of significant events in the Gaudiya line, like this is there, like what has come from Srila Bhakti Rakshak Sridhar Dev Goswami Maharaj. And Gurudev also, like Gurudev gave the Nitai Chaitanya Arti. That's also the worship of Nityananda Prabhu in Puri. That's also like something original that Gurudev gave, the revelation of that worship. So, and we have some small connection, how fortunate are we, how blessed are we. So, Krishna, he stole the heart of Srimati Radharani. And he became Gauranga Sundar. Bhavagrahanir hetu koilo dharmastapan, dharmukya hetu kohi shuno sarvajam. To accept ecstatic love is the main reason he appeared and re-established the religious system for this age. I shall now explain that reason. Everyone please listen. Muhetu age shloke koilo abbas, ebe kohi se shloka arta prakash. Having first given hints about the verse describing the principal reason why the Lord appeared, now I shall manifest its full meaning. And so now this is the 5th of the first 14 verses of Chaitanya Charitamrita, which is also discussing this point of Mahaprabhu, the ontological nature of Mahaprabhu is the combined form of Radha Krishna. Radha Krishna pranaya vikritir ladini shaktir asmad ekatmana vapi bhuvi poda deha bedam gatoto chaitanyakyam prakatam aduna tadvayam chekyam aptam Radha Bhava Duti Savolitam Nomi Krishna Swarupam. The loving affairs of Sri Radha and Krishna are transcendental manifestations of the Lord's internal pleasure-giving potency. Although Radha and Krishna are one in their identity, they separated themselves eternally. Now these two transcendental identities have again united in the form of Sri Krishna Chaitanya. I bow down to him who has manifested himself with the sentiment and complexion of Srimati Radharani, although he is Krishna himself. So now we are coming to another truth, that actually this is an eternal Leela that is going on always. Sometimes these two, the Lord and his potency, his supreme potency, Radharani, his Hladini Shakti, sometimes they are separating in the form of Radha Krishna, and sometimes they're coming together in the form of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So it's not like a linear thing, actually, that, at this time, then Krishna decided to become Mahaprabhu, taking the mood of Radharani. Actually, this is an eternal cycle that is always going on. And it's not that Krishna's coming first and Mahaprabhu's coming later. In fact, it could be the opposite. So the Sridhar Maharaj points out, there's the gift and there's the giver of the gift. So which comes first? So in the same way, Krishna Leela is the gift, and Mahaprabhu is the one who gives that. So from that angle, then Gaura Leela is original, is more original to Krishna Leela. This is all pretty radical. So for the purpose, and this is all for the purpose of their play, sometimes coming together in one form and sometimes separating in two forms. And now, and this is Swarup Damodar Goswami's verse, saying now again they have come together in this combined form of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Radha Krishna Ekatma Dui Deho Dodi Anyanya Vilasera Saswadana Kodi. Radha and Krishna are one and the same, but they have assumed two bodies. Thus they enjoy each other, tasting the mellows of love. Sedu yekebe Chaitanya gosai rasa swadite dohe hoila ekatai. Now, to enjoy rasa, they have appeared in one body as Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Itilagi age kori tar vivadan, jaha hoite hoi goder mahima katan. Therefore, I shall first delineate the position of Radha and Krishna. From that description, the glory of Lord Chaitanya will be known. Radhika hoy and Krishna pranoy vikar, sarup shakti ladini nam jahar. Srimati Radhika is the transformation of Krishna's love. She is his internal energy called Hladini. Hladini korai Krishna ananda swadan, Hladini dwada kore bhakter poshan. That Hladini energy gives Krishna pleasure and nourishes his devotees. Satchidananda Purna Krishna Swarup Ekai Chit Shaktitar Doretin Rup. Krishna's body is eternal, Sat, full of knowledge, Chit, and full of bliss, Ananda. His one spiritual energy manifests three forms. Anandam She Hladini Sadam She Sandini Chidam She Samvijjade Gyan Korimani. Hladini is his aspect of bliss, Sandini of eternal existence, and Samvit of cognizance, which is also to be accepted as knowledge. And so the Hladini potency, the pleasure potency, that has its fullest expression in Radharani, and then the Sandini of eternal existence, that has its highest expression in Baladev, and then Samvit of consciousness or perfect knowledge, that is fully expressed in Krishna. Hladini Sandini Samvit Tvayeka Sarva Samstito Hlada Tapa Kuri Misha Tvayi no Gunavarjite. O Lord, you are the support of everything. The three attributes, Hladini, Samdini, and Samvit, exist in you as one spiritual energy. But the material modes which cause happiness, misery, and mixtures of the two do not exist in you, for you have no material qualities. Let me see. I'll just read a couple more verses. Sandinir saramsha shurasatvanam bhagavanir sattavoy jahate vishram. The essential portion of the Sandini potency is Shuddha Sattva. Lord Krishna's existence rests upon it. Matapita stan griha shaya sannahar esa Krishna Shuddha Sattva vikar. Krishna's mother, father, abode, housing, bedding, seats, and so on are all transformations of Shuddha Sattva. Sattvam Vishuddham Vasudeva Shabditam Yad iyate tatra pumana pavrita Sattve cha tasmin Bhagavan Vasudevo Yad hokshajo me manasa vidiyate. The condition of pure goodness, Shuddha Sattva, in which the Supreme Personality of Godhead is revealed without any covering, is called Vasudeva. In that pure state, the Supreme Godhead, who is beyond the material senses and who is known as Vasudeva, is perceived by my mind. Krishna Bhagavata Gyan Samvite Rasar Brahma Gyana Dika Sabtar Parivar. The essence of the Samvit potency is knowledge that the Supreme Personality of Godhead is Lord Krishna. All other kinds of knowledge, such as the knowledge of Brahman, are its components. Okay, I think it's a good place to stop. And then we come to these verses which are glorifying Srimati Radharani. And Srila Gurudev would quote these verses. Very beautiful verses. Very nice verses. Okay, so we'll come to that tomorrow, God willing. Jai Shri Chaitanya Charitamrita ki Jai. Srila Krishna's Kaviraj Goswami ki Jai. Any last comment from anyone? Can I stop? Would you like to sing, Kanapini?
Yeah.